response globally of public servants, perhaps not too quick enough for them, especially with communication and all of that now. As I say, look, time was when you could write a letter to a political or governmental institution and they are processing a reply. Now, my phone is out there, so if you can't get me by SMS, somebody say reply. I want to hear now, quick. And so it's only representative governance that is still the best way. You can't put 21 million Nigerians, Lagosians, in a parliamentary building and expect that you will have a useful debate. And that's the whole idea behind representative governance, that let one person go and represent a constituency. So for me, those who believe that politics is for the purpose of doing things other than noble things, managing communal resources, applying the standard best practice of the greatest good for the greatest number, have another thing entirely, and it's bad behavior. I don't agree that that is politics. And I think that we must find another name for them.
All right, Governor Babatunde Fashola, SAN, and Governor of Lagos State, thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that's it today on Sunrise Daily. We thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week. Yes, I remember. Thank you for watching. I'm Chamberlain Oso.
I am Neo Taegbe.
Well, good to know that you remember the Chamberlain.
Yeah,
It's Friday at last.
Actually.
No, it's Friday. It looks like Friday. I'm Sulaiman. Thanks for watching.
Bye now.
Every day you invite us to your home. Now we invite you to our homepage. Join Channels TV on social media. Hang out with us on Google Plus/Channels Television. Follow us on Twitter.com/Channels TV_NG. Friend us on Facebook.com/Channels Forum. And don't forget to like our page. That's not all. Subscribe to our YouTube channels, youtube.com/Channels Web, to get constant video updates on news and events in Nigeria and around the world. ChannelsTV.com, the news at your fingertips. The highs and lows of the economy touch every part of our daily lives. Understanding its dynamics can be the difference between swimming with the tide or struggling against it. Analyzing government policies and how they shape the economy is what we do every workday. From the financial sector, maritime, the SMEs, telecom to aviation, we engage policymakers and operators in the economy. Watch Business Morning live, Mondays to Fridays, only on Channels Television.
Many factors define your health. Some you can control, while others are simply beyond you. On Health News, we highlight all these factors and through medical experts provide information that will help you take informed decisions on healthy living, nutrition, and keeping fit. Get incisive health policy analysis. Health News, promoting good health.
Thanks for joining us. A warm welcome to News Track on Channels Television. I'm Charles Eruka, and here are the stories and reports we're tracking this hour. Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State in the northeast of Nigeria, is under siege after insurgents dressed in military uniforms attacked the Army Brigade Command, popularly known as the Giwa Barracks in the GRA area of the state capital. Unconfirmed reports also say the insurgents have laid siege on the University of Maiduguri, UNIMAID. Prior to these attacks, 3 loud explosions had shaken the town. Residents say they have remained indoors for fear of being attacked by the insurgents. Today's attack is coming about a month after 106 people were killed by insurgents in an attack on Isge village in Borno State, near the border with Adamawa State. Well, it goes without saying that the terror attacks in the north of the country may be assuming a frightening dimension, with over 60 people killed in a fresh attack in Faskari community in Katsina State in the northwest. Now, this is happening even as federal forces battle an insurgency by the Boko Haram sect in Adamawa, Yobe, and Borno states in the northeast. Eyewitnesses say the attackers, said to be Fulani cattle herdsmen, rode on motorcycles into the villages in broad daylight and killed whoever they found. Reports say the victims include men, women, and children, and about 47 bodies have already been buried. The herdsmen have also been rampaging across Plateau and Benue states in the north central. Now, these attacks coincide with the visit of the president, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, to Katsina State to commission some government projects. In the meantime, the House of Representatives has warned of its intention to confront anyone responsible for withholding funds meant for troops in the troubled northeastern part of the country. The Speaker of the House, Aminu Tambuwal, made this clear while meeting with a delegation of the alumni of Unity School's Old Students Association at the National Assembly. Mr. Tambuwal promised that the House will continue to support the executive in the effort to bring to an end the crisis in that part of the country.
We cannot commandeer troops. We can only pass resolutions. We can only appropriate funds. We can, of course, oversight the implementation. But we have our limitations in following the money, in following appropriated funds. And that's why I said in my speech that we may have to find, even as parliamentarians, new ways of improved oversight so that we can ensure that what is meant for the welfare of our soldiers who have given in their life, they have surrendered their life, they have committed their life to this country, should be improved. A situation whereby we appropriate funds for our men to be well taken care of, to be well kitted, and for them to have the best of arms. And then somebody somewhere is playing politics or is not implementing that appropriation. It's not applying those funds judiciously. It's unacceptable. And we are ready to take on whoever is involved in that. Very soon, by the time we come back, we are going to have some motions that are talking about welfare of our men on the field, because we have received several complaints from soldiers that they are not getting what is due to them.
Speaker of the House of Representatives, Aminu Tambuwal. Well, the Joint Security Committee has dismissed claims of low morale among the troops engaged in the fight against the insurgency in the country's northeast as unfounded and totally untrue. Addressing a news conference in Abuja, spokesperson of the committee and Director Defense Information, Major General Chris Olukolade, provided the assurance that the onslaught against terrorists in Nigeria's northeast will be sustained. He says the insurgents will be tackled through intensified air raids and land bombardment until they are wiped out.
This committee has also noticed with great concern the orchestrated attack on the morale of the Nigerian security forces who are engaged in the fight against terrorism, coming from a section of the political elite. These ones are noted to have made frivolous and unfounded claims and allegations regarding the welfare and the condition of troops who are involved in managing this situation making reference constantly with a view to talking about